Hey, this is Anne with Trunamics. Do you want to experience releasing shoulder tension in 2 minutes or less? Let me show you how. All right, so this is super quick, fun way to release shoulder tension. We're just going to start by tapping all around the shoulder. Breathing while we do this is helpful, and if you put a little bend in your knees, that'll help also. So tap down the arm, tapping all around, really, and see if you can feel the arm that you're tapping. So not just feeling the hand that's doing the tapping, but actually feeling with your senses, your sense of touch, your mind's eye, feel that arm that's being tapped. Good. Then we're going to take our hand and we're going to place it right on the trap there. So the thumb is at the base of the neck. And we're just going to do some sponging. So what that means is we'll just squeeze the muscle like we're squeezing a sponge and then release. And as we squeeze it, we're going to imagine that any of that goo, tension, whatever is just running out. And as we release, the muscle is filling with crystal clear, perfect water. So squeeze out the tension. You might move the arm a bit. And release, imagine that nice clear water rushing into the muscle. And squeeze, we'll lift the shoulder and release. Squeeze and lift the shoulder and release. And we'll squeeze and reach forward and squeeze and reach back. Really sponging. Can you feel nice clear water soaking into that muscle? Squeezing out the tension. Are you breathing still? We'll lean to the side as we squeeze and we'll just give the arm a good vigorous shake. And then we're going to brush down the side of the neck, down the arm, shake it out, brushing out any remaining tension. Brush, 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 shake, shake, shake. Good. And we'll come back up. Ooh. You may notice that the shoulder I did is down, back, farther, really just release down. And feel for yourself, how does it feel? What's your experience? If you were to lift that arm, you might notice it feels nice, warm, and soft as you move through that range of motion. Lift the other arm, we like to compare just to be scientific. You may notice it doesn't go quite as far, range of motion, there's a little bit more restriction at the top. There, yeah, much easier on the side we did. Another fun thing, oops, you might notice if you check your length, that the length of the one we did is about, well, I don't know, it depends on who you are. Mine's about an inch longer now. So what is that? Why did we get such a quick change just by doing some tapping, some shaking, and some sponging? Pretty amazing, right? Super simple. So what we've done is worked with the proprioceptive nervous system. And the proprioceptive nervous system works with these little receptors, they're called proprioceptors, that are throughout the body, especially muscles and joints. And they're essentially what tell the brain where the body is in space. They respond to pressure, vibration, brushing, shear like we did. And every time we do that, it's kind of like updating the brain's map of the body. And so what we say is better information equals better navigation. So every time we do this type of proprioceptive work, the brain is getting a new input for where the body is in space, how things are relating to each other, how the muscles are working, how the joints moving. And what that also really helps to do is release tension that's held in the nervous system. So we didn't go give ourselves a massage, we just did a little stimulation and squeezing, and we see, wow, we really get a lot of tension release throughout that whole side. You could even check your balance, and you might notice that you have more of a lift on the side we did and still feel a little heavier, grippier on the side we didn't do. Super quick. These are the types of things that we do in the Franklin Method classes to help you improve your function and your experience of movement and your mind and your life overall. We should do the other side. So we're tapping. And if you didn't do the first side, now's your chance. You'll just have to go back and do it. So we're tapping all around. Tapping, imagining those muscles there. We've got a number of layers of muscles, joints, a lot of bones where nice movement can happen. Good, tapping all around. And then we can also do a little sponging on that trap. So we've got this big trapezius muscle here. And we're just imagining it like a sponge. So as you give it a little squeeze, you're squeezing out tension and stress. And as you release, just imagine that sponge filling, that muscle filling with beautiful clear water. And we're breathing. Breathing is helpful. Sponging. And we can sponge and reach forward and release and reach back and release and reach forward and release and reach back and release. And we'll go ahead and lean over towards the side. A little more sponging while we shake. Good. And then we'll just brush down the arm. Really brushing through the entire arm, down the side of the neck, down the arm, shaking all that tension down into the ground to be recycled into happy, positive feelings. All right, here we are. Notice how that feels. We always want to take time to notice because that's the moment where our brain, our mind, and our body actually get to say, oh, something's different. Do I like the way in which it's different? Yes, let's keep that. And if you don't take that time to notice, then all the hard work that you've been doing may not be actually doing anything for you. So take a moment to notice. Since we've done both sides, if you take a breath, you may notice you have a fuller breath. You may notice some reorientation of the shoulders over the hips, better structural integrity. And if you were to go ahead and check your range of motion on that side, should start to feel that same sense of warmth, looseness, movement in that side. You can also check the balance. Whatever tests you did, you can go ahead and do again. Just make sure our arms are the same length. Yes, they are. Thank you. All right, so that's the type of stuff we can do with the Franklin method. Super simple, but we go real in depth. We're working with the proprioceptive nervous system. We're using imagery. We're starting to understand anatomy, design, and function so that we can actually improve that function, improve your experience of movement, your experience in your body, in your mind, and in your life. Hope to see you soon. We've got workshops, classes. We even offer privates if you want to do some one-on-one work. Have a great day.